5 seconds remaining.
All right, here we go. Back with a
Radiant
Saturday
team
in-house. Thank you, Panda, for the sub. Appreciate that. Hello, Joe.
I've made it in.
Do you have your camera on?
I do.
All right. Well, let's swap to the cameras then. Have a look. Yes, there he is. Nice. Okay.
Perfect.
So
10 seconds remaining.
it's been a while since we've had a Saturday in-house, but they're still popular enough to happen, which is
5
what matters.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's been off the air for a couple of weeks, but it seems like today there was a lot of interest.
Well, we're going to have we're going to have alternating Saturdays from now on, because the 2:30s are sometimes popular, sometimes not. They're a bit hit and miss, so we think if we take it in turns, 2:30 p.m. will be one Saturday, 8 p.m. will be the next Saturday. We're going to alternate like that, and hopefully that's going to get us more consistent in houses. So we'll see, because it was very split down the middle. The vote was almost exactly 50-50. So we think maybe there are people who can't make one time but can make the other. So anyway, we'll see what happens.
Radiant team ban.
Yeah, that makes good sense. And it's surprising. I think Monday is the most popular night, right?
It's been the most popular for a very long time. Yeah, it's pretty much been the most consistent one since I started this almost a year ago. So,
Wow.
yeah. Anyway, we have a new joiner here,
10
Senshi.
seconds remaining.
He's actually someone who just apparently found his way randomly onto my channel. He is 2,300 immortal, but has been slightly higher, so he just told us. So he is the player to watch this game. A bit higher rank than everyone else. Probably, I don't know about MMRs, but I'm guessing 2,000 immortals, probably around 7.5k, I'd guess.
Yeah, at least 7. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So he says he's more of a core player, POS 1, POS 2. So I'm guessing they're going to put him on some kind of mid-hero.
10
But
seconds
we're not
remaining.
sure what yet. We don't really know his hero pool, so he's a mystery. No target bans unless someone snoops in his Dota buff. So he does have his profile public. Everyone has their profiles public, so the bot can see their ranks. So I don't know if anyone has done some research. But for now, we've just banned 4 support heroes.
Okay, so I'm guessing Kinder. Yeah, okay, so Kinder is on the
10
Radiant.
seconds
That's why the
remaining.
Skywrath is the first
Yeah,
ban there.
you're quick to pick up the target bans, yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
No Disruptor? Is Cacopium not on the list today? I suppose not.
No Karen either, but Winter Wyvern ban, somewhat, and Oak play that a lot. Jakiro, that's played definitely by, I think Kinder plays Jakiro, right? As far as I'm aware. It's a good hero, Jakiro. Does tons of damage. I just don't like playing him because he's so slow.
10 seconds remaining.
No, that is a problem, but Jakiro is maybe one of the best laners in the game. It's
5
quite
seconds
difficult to
remaining.
lose a lane, even the safe lane, when you throw him in there. So always a wonderful first pick.
Yeah, high damage, slows attack speed, AoE spell that hits 2 people, a free spell that does damage, like 100 damage on top. So yeah,
Team pick.
very good hero. They're going to go immediately with the Legion Commander, which I was expecting. And
Yeah.
okay, it's going Hoodwink's interesting. We know why Legion is picked, because if you can immediately dispel Dual Breath, you've just negated his 140 mana cost spell straight away.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. It's wonderful. That is the weakness when you display the support, because you have to display something, right? As first pick, you do
5
allow the
seconds
offlaner
remaining.
to get like a pretty good matchup. So we'll see what the Radiant do. They might pick something quite strong against the Legion in lane, like a good range hero, like Drow, maybe like a Gyro. We'll see. Probably second phase, I imagine, is when they'll go for that.
But so Jakiro can easily go POS 4, it's fine. And Legion Commander has a lot of weaknesses in lane that most melee heroes suffer from, especially Monkey King. You do not want to play Legion into Monkey King. It's hard to even get a duel win, because he's probably going to proc Jingu at some point during the duel. And then
Yeah, it's always risky.
in the early game, they've gone for Pudge. I guess Pudge has the ability to save people from duel, which makes sense. You can hook out the Legion, you can hook your ally, you can eat them. So definitely some options there. Yeah, Pudge seems to be very popular at the moment. I don't know if that's reflecting actual pub meta, or we've just got loads of Pudge players all of a sudden. So anyway, there is a Pudge.
5 seconds
Who's
remaining.
the push spammer on Radiant? Is that Kinder, or is there
Well,
someone
Max plays Pudge, veteran. He plays a bit of Pudge.
Okay.
So he's played some in his time. Obviously, Ross plays a lot of Pudge, probably the most. Ross and Royds, the Moore brothers, they both have Pudge as one of their top heroes, but I think Ross plays it a bit more. I don't know how many other Dendi wannabes we have, but Pudge is getting more and more common in item houses, so
I see. Yeah, I mean, it's just the shard kind of makes the hero in any
seconds
higher
remaining.
tier game. Which I'm not sure how I like that design of making a
5
shard be
seconds
the
remaining.
essential component for the hero to be
yeah,
viable.
that's true. That's
Uh,
true. Changes him a lot, right? So Phoenix can do the same sort of thing, but needs to buy Agnum, so you can accept that. It's quite an expensive purchase to add on this extra
Yeah.
ability, like how Zeus gets Nimbus, right? But
Sure.
the power that comes from that shard on Pudge seems to be unrivaled, because not only is it the most ridiculous save ever, you just pick them up, it heals them loads, and then it makes Dismember's cooldown like 10 seconds long or
seconds
something. I don't know, it does way too many things.
I've had
5
more than a few
seconds
times
remaining.
where I've been like dismembered or like blink dismembered, and then I try and TP out and then get dismembered again because it has the duration talent as well. So it has
Yeah.
basically a 3-second downtime. It's kind of horrible.
It is horrible. The Invoker got banned. I don't know if that is a target ban, because clearly Debate Mail, Ollie, someone on Oak are not playing Invoker, so it has to be Senshi. Now they have banned the Drow Ranger. Again, not entirely sure why the Drow's been banned this early. Maybe they really want a melee pos 3 who doesn't cope well into Drow. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's interesting because I think Drow would have worked really nicely for the
10
Radiant.
seconds remaining.
Very good against the Legion and the Hobbit lane. It's hard to be able to land the
5
Bushwhack,
seconds remaining.
and obviously just against the Legion and lane, having that range and the Gust is super nice.
Yes, and I like having Pudge when you have Drow, because if the Pudge positions well, you can always prevent the Drow from being jumped on. So, you know, Drow gets gone on by Legion, you just hook the Drow away, and now Drow is safe. So it's like an extra blink dagger. They've gone for OD ban, so just banning more mid heroes. Yeah, interesting choice to ban OD, but okay, yeah, it must be because of a certain hero, certain player, or maybe they're going for Faceless Void next and they don't want
10
to
seconds remaining.
play into OD.
Have to see what the Queen of Pain still
5
might get
seconds
through.
remaining.
Probably one of the strongest mids, especially with OD gone.
Yes, pretty strong. There's no Legion to cop to play against, which is good. They've banned Monkey King and Ursus. They're trying to give Legion that nice off lane without having to play against some of the harder hitting anti-melees.
10
So of course you've still got options like Clinks or Gyro, like you said. Heroes who are not melee, so don't have to trade with the Moment of Courage, which is ideal.
Yes, yeah, definitely. Keeping your distance from Legion as long as possible is always ideal. I wonder what they're going to. They have to be going for the pos 5, I'm assuming here, right?
Well, they
On the
don't
top?
have to. They can always wait. They can take a pos 1
Radiant team
if they're really after something. They have gone for the potentially the 5. I'm imagining Hoodwink 5, Undying Force. That's going to be Oak playing the Undying. It's okay against Pudge. Take his strength, slap him. Big heals, very nice. Jakira and Pudge are not killing a Tombstone quickly in the early game, so definitely gives them some early team
10
fight.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, and Jakira and Pudge are both very, very
5
tanky
seconds remaining.
supports. Jakira has one of the highest base healths, I think, in the
Yes,
game.
and 3
It's like
strength gain.
640 or something? Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's always nice to being able to offset that with Decay a little bit in the early game. Because I think you're right, if they're smart, they might run the Jakiro pos 4 just to dodge the Legion.
Well,
With the Enigma.
got an Enigma, so that's a hero that Ollie tends to play in, except it's not Ollie playing it this time, so not entirely sure who is going to take the reins. Obviously, backwards hello. I don't know if he's really playing Enigma. Juju I've not seen play Enigma. We've got Veteran who has played it, and they go for Wind Ranger. Okay. That's Takeshi Enigma. You're not Alexander. Okay, you're not Alexander is Takeshi. Takeshi plays a lot of Enigma, so we have an Enigma player. That's always quite scary to play against. Obviously, you could Black Hole, Undying Hoodwink Legion, no problem. Wind Ranger.
10 seconds
I mean,
remaining.
I don't know what there is to say about Wind Ranger. It's a hero who does things and it seems okay.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, although it's possible Legion and Undying could both buy Blade Mails this game, which might shut down on a lot of Windrunner's opportunities to go on
true.
someone.
That's true. Yeah, Legion is a typical Blade Mail hero, kind of like Axe. So
Radiant team
anyone who can make you hit yourself. Okay,
Yeah.
they've gone Wraith King. That's a typical response to any big team fight ult, because oh, I got Black Hold, doesn't matter, I'm coming back to life to kill you again. So yeah, it makes sense. And they've got a sort of Undying dead green theme going on, which I like.
10
So
seconds remaining.
They do. They've got the woodland creature and the undead
Yeah.
squad.
5 seconds
Well,
remaining.
triple melee strength at the moment, but they got to be careful. Obviously, Midnight Pulse Black Hole will kill them, no problem. But Hoodwink can cancel it quite easily if he's got some distance.
Team ban.
So we'll see. Now it's time to ban some mid heroes because it doesn't look like we've seen a mid hero yet. I'm assuming Wind Ranger is a support, but it could be a mid. I'm not sure. They're banning POS 1, so they are assuming it's
Yeah.
I guess it
Will
has
the
to be
Void
Wind
get
Ranger
through?
mid, unless it was
Will they
not Punch
hard
mid.
commit? Do you think they'll hard commit? They're gonna ban the Void or threaten a Void pick? Just all the team finding the one.
Yeah, I don't think you pick Void into Wraith King. They go Naga Siren. We saw a Naga last time, and it was interesting because you don't tend to see a lot of Naga, but the Naga did very, very well. But now it's the Dire's turn to respond to the Naga. We'll see what happens.
I think it's Backwards Hello is one of his favorite heroes.
10 seconds remaining.
So I'm sure he lobbied hard for it there.
I like Naga. I think it's good against
5
Undying.
seconds remaining.
Because if your team are getting deleted by like a really well-placed Tombstone and Legion's dueled and you're like, oh, this is terrible, you can just ult, say, right, we're leaving this fight, don't want it. Or you've got Naga Siren into Enigma Black Hole. Naga gets a great song where 3 people are together. Enigma just pops the Midnight Pulse Black Holes, absolutely no chance of them escaping it. Plus, Naga is going to be good against Wraith King. You've got what's the item called? Diffusal Blades. You've got Illusions. Wraith King's not great at killing illusions. I just think it's a fantastic pick.
Yeah. I think Wraith King might have to get a Radiance just to deal with the Naga. It's possible, and just to be able to dish out some damage in Black Hole. Because I feel like if he goes for the full single target with like Armlet Deso, unless you're winning the game at 20 minutes, you're never outscaling the Naga, and you're never even going to threaten it. So we'll see if he fully commits to that, or just says, you know what, like, I'm going to take it slower and try and burn down the Naga.
Armlet Radiance seems to be the choice for me. Yeah, I think. But we'll see. Their last pick, they have decided it. It is Lion. Now, I did think about Lion, because Lion obviously has the ability to remove illusions very quickly, and last time they played against Naga, they struggled to kill the illusions, but Lion has an amazing Ag Shard, which can kill 3 illusions at the same time, on like a 5-second cooldown.
It's a shard. Yeah, it's not the 20 talent anymore, right?
No,
Yeah, it's a shard.
Lion is essentially a hard counter to Naga, and in the late game, Hex obviously is going to kill every illusion the second she uses the split. So we'd say Lion is the hard counter. Senshi then is playing POS 1 Wraith King. Ollie is playing mid Lion, which is, it's an interesting one, mid Lion. Is it a troll pick or is it actually good? I change my mind every single time I see it, so.
Yeah, it's definitely an all-in hero. If you're a Lion mid, you're hoping to dominate and spam your the taunt, run around the map fingering people, hoping for the burst.
Spam the taunt. I like how that was part of it.
Of course, yeah, it's essential to the mid Lion experience, I think.
That's true. I mean, the problem with Lion, to me, is that it does feel like an Ollie hero because it's similar to Dark Willow. You're really bad at farming. I mean, Lion's only farming tool is a 260 damage Earth Spike, which isn't really that AoE. It's only a straight line. You cannot farm creeps at all until you're level 18 and have Ags. So you're just relying on, I am going to find a kill. But then Finger of Death, nearly a 3-minute cooldown. So it's it's an interesting one. It's not one of those classic, I have 100 CS by 10 minutes kind of mids. I've got 50 CS, but I've also managed to get a kill with Finger of Death. So
yeah, and I think especially the cooldown and the damage, as you're pointing out, is basically why Lina gets to be experimented as a mid and gets to see success, right? Because the Laguna Blade has a far shorter cooldown, and she has that nuke damage to farm creeps in the meantime. Whereas, as you said, Lion, like, you just slowly hit a creep for 50 damage and hope for the best.
Yeah, Lina has 500 magic damage instead of 600. But with under half the cooldown, as you said, as well as Dragon Slave. But I guess the thing about Lion is you're going for the mid to late game, where you've got like 7 or 8 stacks on Finger, and you're just going all in for the one shot. Linas tend to then build right click, whereas Lion goes, nope, I want everything to do with my Finger. Probably get an E-Blade, a Blink, just everything possible for damage. And Backwards Hello already used the mirror image. Are they going to take the rune? I think Dire are just going to nab it. Oh, there's the hook. They've got Ollie. It's big. Triple stun. There's the Ravage, but now he's slowed. Bike into surprise. You've got Veteran on your face, and that's going to be Ollie dead. Debateman realizes he can't do anything to help, but I mean that's nice. That's a mid-hero killed. Although Veteran did get the gold, I suppose, but that means he can nearly afford his Tranquil Boots. Imagine having Tranquil Boots 1 minute into the game as Pudge.
Yeah, that's very, very helpful. And thankfully for Ollie, Juju's blocked the mid wave a bit too hard, so they're all going to die under tower and push back into him. Otherwise, that could have been a bit horrible.
Oh, does get that deny. Very nice, Ollie.
What do you think's the lane to watch? Where will First Blood be, Jerome? What's the bet?
I don't think First Blood's going to be mid because Lion and Wind Ranger, maybe when there's a level 6 Lion. So mid, no. Naga Siren versus Legion. Legion's actually pretty good against Naga because you can Moment of Courage to harass the Naga. Obviously, if Naga creates too many clones of herself, a high rank Overwhelming Odds will deal with that. Pretty good at killing illusions in the early game. But I don't know about kill. In fact, there already was a kill in the top lane. Literally, as I was talking through the lanes, there already was a kill. Oak manages to pick up a kill already on the Enigma. Enigma is level 1 with, what, about 1 creep worth of XP? How does a level 1 Wraith King and a level 1 Undying get the kill? In fact, Undying is level 2, but Wraith King is level 1. I don't know how that's happened, but well done. Got the kill.
Yeah, Oak's just too strong. I think he just ran at him with decay stacks, and
Yeah.
that was enough.
I mean, Oak has gone for the Orb of Venom this time. I know Undying, it's always a toss-up. Do you just get more mana regen so you can spam, or do you get the Orb of Venom so you can run at them? And this time she's decided, no, I do want to be able to run at them, and yeah, it paid off. That's a really good kill on the Enigma.
Yeah, I caught the tail end of it, and I think without the Orb of Venom, he just walks away. So it was crucial to pick up there.
Bot lane, I don't think a lot is going to be happening there, but I think top lane may be the lane to watch. Of course, I'm sure you play POS 1, is that right, Joe? Or what do you play these days?
Mostly POS 1 if I'm feeling masochistic enough to try it, yeah.
Okay. But you know the pain of laning against an Enigma. No matter how well you're doing, you're always somehow down on range creeps. It doesn't matter what you do, you are down on range creeps.
Yeah, it feels horrible.
It does. That's luckily they nerfed it from 35 seconds always to now starting at 50 seconds. But it's still a pain. And there's a massive fight happening over this double stacked camp. But Oak is just bullying Veteran away. Oak says, I do not care. Come at me. Unfortunately, Orb of Venom, not enough slow to stay on Pudge. Pudge already with boots, of course. But that's that's good. They secure the pull. Very nice player in the top lane for the Dire. Having a great lane.
Yeah, I still have flashbacks, nightmares of the old days of Enigma Lich, when you would sacrifice half of every wave.
I like how whenever we're casting, it's always reminiscing about old abilities.
Oh, yeah.
The old Lich, where it was just called Sacrifice. But what a stupid ability that was. Essentially goes in, he actually drops the skeletons, it just sends them directly onto Enigma. They are going to die, I'm afraid. But,
too much value out of them.
But
this is the old man cast drone.
Yeah, it is. The throwback cast. But I mean, they secure the big creep. The Veteran realizes, goes forwards just enough to get some experience. Is he going to go a second point in Rot or a second point in Hook? I don't know how you play Pudge these days. Do you go second Rot so it's double damage and more slow, or do you just want more Hook damage and more often?
I think when you've got a stun in your lane, the second point of Rot is better because you can sort of guarantee you can just walk up to someone and Rot. So I think with the Enigma that would be better because you've got Malefice, you can run at them if you need to.
He's not decided to commit to that yet. There is going to be a kill in mid the second Ollie gets 6, you know it, because Juju is going to be immediately deleted. Oh, the Hex and Shackle at exactly the same time. So nothing happens, they cancel each other out. Except, of course, Lion has infinite mana. Lion doesn't need a bottle. Did he go a bottle in the end? No, he just went 2 null talismans, so 6% spell amp there. Very nice. Definitely multiple nulls is the way to play Lion. Unfortunately, the hook does not land on the shackle shot, and Ollie just goes in with the Earth Spike, rank 3, so 2.2 seconds. Didn't see what caused the hook to miss. Maybe they didn't coordinate it, but the gank, not quite.
He threw the hook at the same time as the shackle shot, I think, so didn't expect the line to stop moving.
Looks like backwards hello. Doing fine against the Legion commander. Legion's farm is the same, but oh no, Jabatemel, he pops the press the attack and then Kinder uses the rank 2 dual breath. So that's the wrong way around. You gotta save it. But now Jabatemel taking a lot of damage. He has gone for a soul ring, which means he can use press the attack more liberally. But he is very low on HP. Maybe he needs to send in a salve.
My thanks.
Yeah, I'm usually dislike the Soul Ring as a Legion, especially when you know that you've got Jakira. Like, when are you ever gonna Soul Ring to use your heal?
I can
feels
like
right.
it if you max heal first, but he's not maxing heal first, so I don't like it.
Yeah, it's not gonna offset the health loss too well.
Yeah, because press the attack always costs the same amount of mana. So it heals more and more and more, and I missed a bit of a kill in the top lane. They got a kill on Senshi, which is massive, and Oak is behind the tower. What kind of a dive did these guys commit to? Oak is very tanky, but unfortunately not going to survive. Gets the Malphite, out comes the power shot because, of course, Juju was there. But in the bot lane, a double kill for Jabate. I don't know how it happened, but obviously Overwhelming Odds was doing the work along with the somewhat in his bushwhack. So well done.
I'm gonna guess that Luke was a god gamer and double bushwhack. I don't see any other world.
There was a double bushwhack to start with, but then I moved away, and obviously they got another one. So Radiant, unfortunately, suffering a few losses. And Juju has just hit 6, but Ollie is not only 6, he is invisible. Unfortunately, he does not have mana, which means he's going to have to go stun, mana drain, and then finger. And then by then, I think Juju will get away. So Ollie instead is going to walk down to the bot lane. But that's hard for backwards hello, that definitely. He's not even level 5 yet. Jabate is already 6.
Yeah, that's a really, especially on Naga. Like,
and then top lane, I need to be paying a bit more attention. They managed to get another kill on Takeshi in the top lane. But then a kill in the bot lane is Ollie. I mean, I just need to be looking at everywhere the fight's happening, not reminiscing on where the fight's just happened. Ollie goes
bouncing between these lanes.
I am
kill every second.
Still level 4 on the Naga Siren. Because Ollie went bot and just got another kill. Naga now has no TP and level 4. That is a sad start for Naga. But of course, Naga is the fastest farming hero in Dota 2. So just need to give her a little bit of space and some levels, and then she'll be fine. Bot lane, a bit of a fight here. Veteran is fighting Jabate. Is he going to win this? I'm not entirely sure. Yes, he will, because Jabate... No, he won't. Jabate Soul Ring. And I thought, that was it. That's Spell's death. But the Overwhelming Odds was actually enough damage, so Jabate manages to get a kill. He's going to TP away. But in the top lane, there is a Tombstone. Tombstone finally goes down. Actually going to enjoy. That was 500, not 500, 100 gold for the Tombstone, or 125 gold. And
do you think Jabate Mail did the mental arithmetic in his head when he saw rings to Overwhelming Odds, knowing it would be?
I don't know, but it was perfect, absolutely perfect. So Takeshi has gone for a bit of a different Enigma style than what I'm used to. No Soul Ring, but instead went for Magic Stick and Bassi to augment his mana. Then went Arcane Boots, and now going Midas. I'm more of a Soul Ring Brown Boots kind of Enigma myself, but obviously this is a viable way to play it, especially if your team benefit from the Arcane Boots.
Yeah, I'm with you. I generally prefer the just Brown Boots Soul Ring, because as the Enigma, you shouldn't be taking damage, right? You should be tanking with the conversions as well. So
yes.
You can get away with being that sparse and getting like a quick blink. That can be super impactful with like a smoke blink at 11 minutes.
Well, Juju's found a kill on Undying. Oak unfortunately got nothing to heal herself with. Never mind, she does. She gets just one hero. Is it going to be enough? No, the hook goes between two of them. Doesn't find them, but Ollie does not have Finger of Death. So Oak actually going to survive. Thanks to some patience, the Fairy Fire, a Soul Ring. But thankfully, Veteran did not connect the hook as well. Whoa, Juju's taking a lot of damage. Look at all his right clicks. He's got 95 right click damage. He's actually gone for an item I really like to see online. Although it does make you very slow, but that is Treads. Because that extra attack speed, along with the flat mana, but then you get that 60 damage talent at level 10, and whoa, you can hit pretty hard.
Suddenly you can flash farm creeps by hitting them with your Treads.
Well, kind of. There's a bit of a fight going on, but Oak has got the Tombstone down. It is only level 1 Tombstone, so it doesn't spawn zombies particularly quickly. Oh, the power shot will secure Oak, but Veteran, he is being eaten by these zombies, but he's just going to chop them up and move away. Kinder does not want to hit his zombie for whatever reason. Whereas Enigma being chased to death by little skeleton boys. And Senshi, he is leading the way when it comes to farm. 68 last hits at the moment. Is going for Armlet. Armlet Maelstrom. That's going to be his item of choice to stop the Naga Siren.
So
we'll see.
See, I'm generally not a fan of Maelstrom on heroes with crit. Just because it scales quite poorly, right? You're not doing damage with the critical strike on Maelstrom procs.
Yes, that is true. The hook comes in. Oh, and he does dodge it in time. Now we're going in. Debate now. Tries to get the jewel, but the double ice path by Kinder. Surprised they're underneath the tower. They are just going to be able to walk away. Phase boots through Oak, and that's fine. Tombstone is not up at the moment, so they've got to be careful. I think Oak should maybe start leveling up the Tombstone, because He's maybe a bit too low level to max soul rep. The tombstone is having massive impact. So yeah, you want to get more tombstone up, definitely. Look at the cooldown of tombstone. It starts at 85 seconds. It's like an ultimate.
Yeah, it really is. The double soul rip is nice because it does double the hits on the tombstone that you heal. So that can be really nice.
It does, yes,
But
it does improve the tombstone heal. That's true. Look at the levels. Almost everyone is level 8 except for the supports. 3 supports are level 4. They are very. There's not a single level 6 support yet. This is the lowest XP per minute game I've ever seen in Dota, and I'm not entirely sure why it's so low. Oh, hook from Veteran. Does he go into the ult? No, he doesn't go to Smurfy. Yes, he finally does, but that is going to be the revive. Although, as you know, the revive has a very, very long cooldown. They immediately go into the Black Hole. Veteran is just going to stand there. That's going to be more than enough damage for the Red King. Ollie drops his ult. It's not going to be a kill. It will be a kill, actually, because overwhelming odds coming in from Jabate, so Ollie will pick up his extra damage. There is Jewel available. Jabate could dispel the Manifest for himself, but he's going to hold it for now. Tombstone has been dropped, but unfortunately Oak is going to get killed, tries to heal herself, dies to Juju, and they take down the Tombstone as well. That's 125 gold to backwards to low. Ice Path goes completely in the wrong direction, and so Jabate will manage to escape. But I think I saw a Blink Dagger picked up by, yeah, Jabate is the first Blink Dagger of the game. Expecting Enigmas to follow at some point.
Yeah, that was very good to be taking out the Wraith King because he's been having a pretty good game.
Oh, he has.
So slowing that down. I think he probably thinks that maybe getting the Radiance is just too slow, and he won't get it at an impactful enough timing to challenge the Naga. So he's just going to Maelstrom instead.
Do you think challenge the Naga early is the strategy?
Yeah, it's possible.
Interesting one, yeah. I mean, the top farm is actually Jabate Mail on the Legion, but instead of taking the farm into an Armlet or a Blade Mail, it's going to be an early Blink, so hoping to, to use her team to do the damage.
Yeah.
We'll find the real Naga, but there's not enough damage to kill the real Naga. The backwards hello doesn't realise that Legion is alone, so it goes for the very safe early Song of the Siren, which I definitely agree with, though it has nearly a 3-minute cooldown in the early game. Oh, Jabate tries to blink into Veteran. Veteran is just running. Veteran turns around and actually decides to drop his ult instead, so that Juju can get the shackle. But are they going to commit to this? They're going to think about it, but no. They did damage onto Oak. Maybe Oak is the kill. They do have Tombstone. Malefist's last take is removed. Ice Path not going to connect, so it looks like nothing will happen in the Radiant jungle at the moment. Veteran, he does have Hook. Unfortunately, he misses his opportunity, and Oak does just walk away. Oak, the only hero not to hit level 6 yet, so hoping to just get a little bit of experience.
Yeah, she did get this home at least, so hopefully she'll get there. And that was much to do about nothing. A lot of spells used, nothing happening too much there. Although Wraith King was just happily farming during the whole time, so yeah, I guess that's...
He's top net worth yet again. Dire are only winning by 1,000 gold, but they actually have number 1, 2, and 3 on the net worth, although they are very close. Every single hero is between 5.1 and 6k gold. So, I mean, as far as early games go, it couldn't be a lot closer than this, I think. And Ollie, his ult's come up in 5 seconds. He's already got 2 Finger of Death stacks. So he's going to be hitting you over 700 damage with that spell.
He has a Blitz Knuckle as well. I've never seen a Lion hit this hard.
Oh, right.
Okay,
Oh, Juju managed to find a kill on somewhat solo. That's the power of Wind Ranger. Oh, the Jewel doesn't come out. There's the Jewel, but is there going to be enough damage to kill him? I'm not sure. Soul Rip, it's just not enough. Oh, yes, it is, because they have the overwhelming odds, but it just means no Jewel damage, I'm afraid. It just had enough damage, which is very good. Yeah, Ollie has gone Shadow Blade, which I find interesting.
Okay, he's going for a kill mid.
Yeah, but will he get it?
Alright, click.
No.
Oh, the fog!
They'll still get it, because Senshi comes in, gets the crit. And remember, you don't need to last it online. You have a maybe 2 or 3 second lenience.
Yeah, it's very long, surprisingly.
It's weirdly long. Oak actually finds a kill, but will burn to death. So it's a 1-for-1 trade between the 2 support players. But Oak obviously going more aggressive. And Senshi says, thanks for the kill, Veteran. You are most likely going to be crit to death. Veteran is going to drop his ult. Just going to heal him up a little bit, delaying. But then he's going to die. You can't rot yourself to death anymore, I'm afraid. Senshi enjoying even more net worth. Look at his net worth just flying up. The Naga is not keeping up with this guy.
But look at Ollie in the large cap. He's hitting the creeps with unmatched speed, with all this attack speed.
I mean, Shadow Blade is 35 attack speed, 20 more damage. I mean, this guy hits 200 damage. That's more than almost everybody, not Wraith King with his armlet, I'm afraid, but probably the second highest hitting hero in the game. And I hear the sound, the call to war. And look how quickly that Enigma died. But then it was 4 versus 1, so I don't know really what we were expecting. Enigma with no Blink Dagger, so couldn't escape there. Jabate finally adds 10 to his dual damage count. And Ollie does have rank 2 Finger of Death, but unfortunately he used it while it was rank 1, so still a very long cooldown for him.
I think that Enigma death, when you force that many TPs and 3 ults, you just save space created and move on with your life.
Maybe? Yeah, definitely you say space created. Oh, I hear the hook. They got a kill on Oak. It's always a kill for a kill. Kills are constantly happening. We get a nice D-ward there as well. Very good. And Juju has taken mid tower. So, you know, it's still looking pretty promising, Radiant. I guess the scary thing is Ollie is higher level than everybody by 2 levels. And he's already got 3 Finger of Death charges. That's 120 damage. He wants to get the shard, except he's going to have money for it 4 minutes before he can buy it. So I don't know if he maybe pick up the Blink Dagger first, or maybe he's not going to Blink at all. He's just going to rely on Shadow Blade.
Yeah, maybe I'd like to see a Sanj Kaya. That might be fun to watch, just for even more magic damage.
Yeah, I probably would. I probably would. I don't like Bloodstone online. I think it's I'd rather have the Sanj part.
Yeah, it's a bit redundant with the mana you get from the third spell.
Yes, exactly. And I prefer having the Sage's Resistance from the Sanj. Oh, alright, going for a kill, but immediately gets the win run. It's like he knew. Next the duel. We don't have Finger of Death, though. There's not going to be enough right-click damage because Veteran is going to hold Jabate in place, and now he is burning to death. And out comes the Tombstone. Maybe it's still going to work, but it's 5 Radiant heroes here. Somewhat has turned up. Ollie just popped Shadow Blade. They have absolutely 0 detection, which is very smart. So Ollie will actually just walk away. Massive heal. Oak's dying breath gives Ollie a 400 soul rip heal. And the Tombstone is still up. Senshi is now here. Trying to use the Naga Illusion to kill the Tombstone, but of course they do half damage compared to normal heroes. So I think that worked out for the Radiant, all things considered. They only lost the Pudge. They managed to get 2 kills.
Would have been maybe even like a pivotal moment if Ollie died as well, but thankfully...
Oh, Juju's going to die. Ollie just needs a bit of vision, and there's the Finger of Death. I mean, they need to get some detection. This is ridiculous. The amount of... Oh, Ollie just doesn't get hit by the
killed him.
Is he literally just going to wait until he can buy the Ag Shard? Is he that desperate to counter the Naga this early? Just get something else on it. Get your Kaya or something, you know? Get your Aghanim's. I think he should get Ags now, because Ags lowers the cooldown, adds damage, and makes it AoE. I mean, he does pretty much everything Lion could possibly need. So... Yeah,
definitely. And it kind of does what the Shard does as well, actually, because it will kill all the illusions as well. With the finger.
Oh yes, that's true. It will. You hit the real Naga, all the illusions gone. When you're level 18, I mean, how tanky does Naga have to be before it doesn't one-shot them? A lot tankier than just Manta style Diffuser Blade. So
yeah, definitely.
Backwards Hello struggling a little bit, but has managed to catch up in farm compared to everybody else. Is now 2nd place on farm.
Yeah.
Ollie's gone bot again.
Gets
the Hex. So I don't know why he waits so long. He really wanted the Earth Spike first for some reason. And the Wind Run is max rank, so they're not able to hit him very much. But finally get a 3-man black hole with Jakira. There's the macro. I mean, absolutely perfect. Everything they could possibly need. Jabate is actually going to survive. Is he going to burn to death? He lives, and he blinks away. No, he doesn't blink away because he gets Song of the Siren, and then Enigma blinks forward. They're very clever. They use the Ice Path, but then Senshi just says, well, I'm out then. Fine, see ya. I think they shouldn't have let the Wraith King just escape. Yeah, he just kind of walked and TP'd away. Veteran has found Oak. Immediately goes for the ult. Oh, there's the Malefice to blink forwards. Somewhat is there to try to save Oak. Oak does a little bit of a heal, but unfortunately, you just can't escape from the rot. 32% slow. You're not getting away from that, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I think Ollie, he wanted the Shadow Blade break invis hit, I think, which is why he went for the hit in the Earth Spike.
He doesn't have, oh, he wanted the bonus damage, maybe. The 175. Okay, very good.
Rather than just hexing. Yeah, which, if they don't have a Wraith King, if that's any other carry, that
Juju
might
managed
be
to find a kill on Somewhat. This is very nice, but now it looks like Veteran is going to go down. Oh, just the last moment of courage proc will give 20 damage to Jabate now. And Ollie's gone another very odd Lion item, a Witchblade. I know it's a bit of extra burst damage, but when most of your damage comes from Finger of Death, I feel like you're better off amplifying your damage with Kaya than getting a brand new source of damage. But he's playing right-click line, and he's committing to it. You get attack speed from the Witchblade, don't you?
Yeah. I think what he's actually committing to is the purple build, because once this completes, his item build is going to look very fancy. Like, look at that.
Oh, that does look quite nice, actually. Yeah, I
the
do agree.
theming.
Look at the levels. Level 16 Wraith King. The mid Wind Ranger is only level 12. Really struggling levels. In fact, level 15 on Enigma. Enigma is a strangely high level here, but he does have a Manta style. A Midas. GG. He's going to go straight down in mid lane. That crit from Senshi, absolutely brutal. You know what? He's not just got Maelstrom. He's got a full Mjolnir. That is his response to Naga Siren. Not the Radiance, but a full Mjolnir. And Kinder is going to go down. Ollie, he picks up the kill with the Witchblade. He's now on 200 bonus damage from Finger of Death. And of course he gets 70 health per kill now, so that's what, 350 HP extra. He's starting to tank up.
I do like the Mjolnir Rush, because with that, the big benefit of Irradiance is that you can cast a shield on whoever Naga's going on, and shield just like shred her own team.
Look at Ollie right-clicking Enigma to death. Just deletes Enigma. I mean, Ollie is saying, well, if I don't have Finger of Death, I've got Witchblade, which gives 35 attack speed. I've got Shadowblade, 35 attack speed. I've got Treads, 35 attack speed. Well, 25.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard the famous blade mail sound from Debate Mail, but decides not to go in. Not under the tower, anyway. It's now looking better for the Dire. But I still think it's not over, because Radiant have a Naga Siren, so you've always got a chance.
Yeah, and I think what Ollie's actually doing is he's just role-playing as Alina with these items.
He is playing like Lina. I want to right-click, but you don't have any Fiery Soul, it doesn't matter.
That's fine, I'll build my own Fiery Soul.
Yeah, I'll make it work. I mean, what is at level 20, I'm assuming he'll still go Figure of Death or damage. The alternative is kind of weird. Mana Drain restores allies. I mean, I guess if you had a real mana-hungry hero on your team, you could build that as line, but I've never seen that talent pick.
Yeah, I think if Wraithing Shard didn't exist, maybe in this matchup you do it just to make sure that he can get the reincarnation off.
Yeah, he needs to pick up his shard at some point. He's got 20 stick charges, so he's feeling pretty confident. Radiant are not just going to let him get away with it, but Ollie was in Invis. It looks like they're going to immediately take the veteran. He's still going to go down, but they get Jabate more straight away. They actually get Senshi in the black hole as well. Senshi, is he going to go down? Backwards hello takes out his first life. The Tombstone is sitting nicely in the pits, you see. That's the problem for Radiant. They don't get the Tombstone. There's the Finger of Death. Is going to take down Backwards hello. There's a nice 3-man Ice Path. But Juji runs into Roche, sees that it's not dead, has to run away. He's very, very low on HP. He's too low level as well. He's only level 13 on this Wind Ranger. It's level 17. Wraith King says, and one. Yeah, the Tombstone sitting inside the Roche definitely won the fight. Radiant just could not deal with it because they couldn't walk into Roche. Senshi is taking the Aegis despite playing Wraith King. But I guess that is worth it. That massive crit. Now he's level 18. Poor Wind Ranger just getting killed. They do catch Jakiro. Do they have any detection? No, but he's still going to die.
Alright, we'll see another big shot.
Out comes the hook, but it's a little bit too late. Raiden's going to go back to start farming. I mean, just now it's kind of got to the point where Wraith King is a little bit out of control. He is 4,000 net worth ahead of everyone else. He has an Aegis. He's level 18 when the next highest Radiant hero is 16. But the POS one is only 14.
Yeah.
I'm now scared of the Wraith King.
Yeah, there's a bit of a gulf forming now between the teams after that. Very well played. I'd say that Tombstone, it's a bit risky throwing it in the pit because you're hoping that the fight will come back to it. Because the fight started off in the river, but it did, and it just meant that the Radiant kind of lost all their momentum after getting the GG kill. Oh, sorry, after the Legion kill.
Yeah, it was a fantastically placed Tombstone. I think that's why Undying is one of the strongest heroes for the for early game Roche, because also the Tombstone spawn on Roche, which either does damage to Roche or tank speed.
Yeah.
They're just an amazing support, and Senshi doesn't have the skeleton damage time. It doesn't matter. Skeleton's still going to do more than enough damage. They've taken down the tier 2 tower finally, but they're not going to try for high ground yet. Of course, Backwards hello just trying to do a bit of farming, bit of split pushing. That does send Ollie back. Ollie uses his mana drain, instantly kills the illusions. And now the Radiant have to think, what should they do? They're only 8,000 gold behind. It's not too bad. They have Enigma. They have a big team fight potential. They've got BKB now. That's even more security for the Enigma.
And Windrunner's very close to her own BKB, which feels pretty necessary.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Bit of
Although,
demon.
you still don't even feel that safe, because without the Lincolns, the Lion and the LC can still both jump you before you get the DKB off.
Oh, before, yes, but Enigma's
Yeah.
got to hope that he can get the ult off.
Oh no, sorry, I meant the Windrunner. Like, the Windrunner still doesn't have much free reign, even with the BKB she gets it.
Yeah, she's got to go in first, I suppose. That's what you're hoping for. I mean, in a way, that's what you should play for. Ollie manages to get away from 5 heroes, 1 to 4 heroes, because detection is not really a thing. I mean, how has he got away with the Shadow Blade online? I don't understand. But was there no detection? Pudge doesn't have any dust or anything. Juju's not holding any. Hinder didn't have any. Yeah, that's
Oh,
a bit sad.
they placed 1 sentry north, but he went west, so they didn't even catch him with it. That was all they had.
Dust is a good item. It's cheap and it slows the enemy, and then it doesn't matter which way they run. Backwards Flow actually finds a kill on Oak, and the tombstone is dropped. Drops the Song of the Siren and just instantly runs away. I think that was the correct play, definitely, because Ollie was here. Jabeno almost got the interrupt using the Aghanim Shard. That was so well timed by Jabeno, but if only the duel cancelled the TP, it would have been one of the greatest plays ever.
Oh yeah. Like, at least 9 tips, I think, if he gets that.
Yeah, I'd tip as well, even though I can't, but... Naga will escape. Backwards low, back on the grind. Going for Lincolns on the Naga, interestingly. Maybe doesn't want to get destroyed by the Lion again, but it's pretty hard to deal with that. I think Lion is just a hard counter to Naga. I think that's what makes Naga really struggle this game.
Yeah, that no matter how strong you're building, you kind of just can always get countered. Unless you have like amazingly good micro and you don't allow your illusions to group up at all.
The thing is, if you see Naga use Mirror Image, Lion just needs to press W at level 25 and all of them die. Plus, you get more gold the more net worth you have. So you can be getting like 300 gold for killing the illusions, like when you kill all of them at once as Lion.
Yeah.
I remember a game from very long ago which went over an hour, and I played with Reckon, and he was playing Lion back when you had to take the level 20 talent for mana drain. And his net worth and his GPM went up and up and up because Naga kept throwing illusions into our base and he kept one-shotting him as Lion, and each one was starting to be worth like 50 plus gold each. He just suddenly had so much net worth, it was ridiculous. Okay, that tower is now in deny range, but it looks like the Naga illusions are going to finish it off. Never mind, Ollie says goodbye illusions. And there's another illusion. Ah, you're right, did wait for the illusion carefully, but then Ollie says, well, I have another spell that removes illusions. If one wasn't enough.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. It has no arms to defend itself.
Hoodwink going for Aghanim Scepter.
Well,
Looks like Ollie's in a bit
might
of
be
trouble.
in
He's going
there.
to drain some mana, but he is just standing in a Midnight Pulse. And then Veteran goes in. So they do get a kill on Ollie, which is nice. That's a killing spree ended. Now Jabema has gone on Juju, but Juju had winner on time, so Jabema will do absolutely no damage. Big kill from Oak, but it's not going to be enough, and they are going to find a kill. Kinder Surprise trying to escape, but being chased by an angry undead skeleton man. But this is good for the Radiant. There's only 2 Dire heroes alive. Senshi, he's got Blink Dagger in 1 second. He is going to blink. Blinks into the creep wave though, gets shackled. He doesn't have the Aegis anymore. This is a good chance to pick up a couple of kills. Nice use of Dismember, but now he's going to do so much damage. He actually gets a pick off. This is 2 versus 5, remember? They're going to throw the entire black hole at him. Is it worth it? 8 times kill streak, 700 gold. And finally, Juju has some levels. He's level 16 now. Not quite the level 20 that the Wraith King is, but still worth it. Has enough money for his own Blink Dagger. That was a very good fight from the Radiant, but it all started off getting a pick off on Ollie, and then it just went from there.
Yeah, that is amazing for the Radiant, with one caveat, that since Black Hole was expended like that, if they all just group up when Wraith King respawns and they just go high ground, I think they're still strong enough to break it with that Black Hole down.
That's true. Well, Black Hole's cooldown, at max rank, it's 160 seconds. Wraith King is dead for 50. So if he TPs in and their team goes straight down mid, then yes, they can do something. There is no glyph for the Radiant as well. I don't know if they've been keeping track of that.
Yeah.
But you're right. This is really good timing to do so. Now, if you have Lincoln Sphere on Naga, does it apply Lincolns to your illusions? Yes, no.
No, it's just yourself.
I didn't think so either. So it doesn't stop Ollie just one-shotting the Naga clones. Okay.
No, but I guess it does mean that Legion can't be cute and BKB run at Naga while she's singing.
Yeah, that's true. She's safe when singing. Yeah. That's what matters.
Very sweet.
Okay, Ollie has his own BKB now. So he's joining the BKB club. Jabema not actually going for BKB, which I thought he would. He is going for Heaven's Halberd. I guess good against the Wind Ranger as well. The Wind Ranger does have a BKB, nearly level 18 on the Wind Ranger. And what will Enigma go for? Refresher is on the way. And by on the way, I mean 1,200 gold, but does have a Midas.
Yeah. I'm not sure about the Halberd because, yeah, it's just for the Windrunner before she BKBs, but you're already dueling her anyway, hopefully, right? So, and it's not that good against the Naga.
Yeah, no, it's not really good against Naga because Naga is an illusion hero. In Heaven's Halberd, unless you're playing Ogre, it only affects one target.
So, that's a good caveat.
The multicast, the disarm.
The times for
Whoa,
multicast
they pop everything with Dust. Well, not by everything. I mean Dust and Midnight Pulse and Malefice.
Oh.
But it was just an Ollie illusion. There's a lot of invis now. They've got smokes. They've got shadow blades. They're going to find Juju, or they don't find Juju. Is he going to BKB in time? He's got a BKB. He doesn't pop it in time. Senji, look at the damage he's doing. But Veteran, he's going to keep him alive. The Enigma is just being killed by Jabaimus. That's already going to be a first kill. This is looking really good for Dai. They've also got the Tombstone up, and they are not getting any closer to killing it. So Naga does what she has to, drops the ult and TP's out. So still 2 casualties. So you've lost the Enigma, who does have Black Hole up, but no buyback. Veteran has buyback and did throw his life away to try and save his team. But now it's looking very good for the Dai. They don't have to worry about Black Hole for 50 seconds. So Wraith King is going to be more than happy to just charge down mid lane.
They were just about able to capitalize on the timing there because the Black Hole came up just after the Enigma died. So cutting it very fine, but they did it, and they should be able to at least take it through, I think.
Well, the Shackle gets immediately dispelled by Jabate Mode, who's just sitting behind Senshi.
Yeah.
They net him as well. He doesn't have the shard. So those Naga clones start hitting him. He's going to lose his mana. Okay, they have the
King
glyph.
doesn't have any skeleton talents, even the 20 he opted out of. So
25% cleave. Yeah, you're right. That lowers a lot of the push potential and farm potential. But I guess it's all in for fighting a Naga in the late game because as well as Dire are doing, have you noticed that they haven't taken high ground yet and the gold difference is only 8%? It's very small actually. So yeah, he's got to think about late game. It would be foolish not to. So he's going MKB in case Naga does go for a butterfly at some point. And also gone for the cleave talent, so everything possible to do AoE damage.
Yeah, I think that window and that high ground push was maybe the best opportunity they'll have to do high ground damage for probably like the next 5 minutes at least. It's only going to get harder now with the refresher coming up soon on the Enigma.
Yeah, refresher is there in about 700 gold, and of course Naga gets better and better and better at pushing multiple lanes. The level 25 talent to Naga, whoever I was casting with last time, we were just in absolute awe at how good the level 25 Naga talents are. -7 armor on Riptide, or 10 seconds lower on the illusion spawning talent. I mean, what is with those talents?
Yeah, they're like doubles Riptide's armor reduction, or half mirror image cooldown almost. Jesus,
some of the best cooldowns we've ever seen. And then there's +1 mirror image illusion as well, which does stop Ollie killing them with the mana drain, though of course he can commit Hex if he wants to kill them all. But Hex has a very small AoE, 250 radius. But the Dire, they're just going to get another free roast. There's the shard for Wraith King. Or maybe he won't take it, he might pass it to someone else. No, I think he'll take it on the Wraith King. No one else is that desperate for it. Not particularly good on a support Undying. Wraith King's still nowhere near 6 slotted, so might as well grab that. Now he doesn't have to worry about his mana being burned by a nice Naga play. Also means he spawns some skeletons. Leaves the Aegis, which I think is smart. Don't take that on Wraith King. Ollie now has 2 sets of boots of travel and treads at the same time.
Perfect. For Lena.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think this Naga is going to be cute? Because there's a, you've got the cleave talent on the Wraith King, and you've got Ollie killing all the illusions. Do you just get the Riptide shards and the minus armor?
I probably would actually. I mean, he's gone BKB Lincolns. He's almost playing like right-click Naga. Like non-illusion. Yeah, I mean, Riptide
as well.
Riptide chance, 29% chance to proc, and then it's minus what? 15 armor? Minus 15 armor is ridiculous for a passive.
It really is, yeah. Why not?
I mean, that's like playing Slardar, almost. And every single illusion is going to use it. But I suppose the reason you take the mirror image talent is to help farm. But I'm not sure, we'll see. Ollie still hasn't gained a Finger of Death charge since maybe about 5 or maybe even longer minutes ago. Still on 6 charges. He needs to be in a fight. He's going Yasha and Kaya. So he really is going all in on this attack speed line, which I'm not fully convinced at still. But he even went mana drain restores allies. He didn't take Finger of Death damage. I guess because he's not had a lot of Finger of Death success, but who on his team is that desperate for mana? No one really. I guess Undying sometimes ooms, but not this late in the game.
Yeah, I think we just need to sit down with Ollie and ask, like, why didn't your team just draft Delina? I'm so confused.
Well, it kills the illusions is the main thing, but then I guess Ollie's free to play however he wants, and that is exactly what he will do.
Yeah. Although it hasn't, I feel like it hasn't been that impactful so far.
Not yet, but it will be. Oh, Juju, have they found Juju? Someone just misses him. Ooh. Juju does manage to blink out. That was very close. Yeah, Lena equals lane crutches. Look, Lena is a good hero. Oh, Ollie wanted what? A bit slightly hard mode, yeah. I'm amazed that overwhelming odds over half kills a Nagasaki illusion this late into the game. He did go for the mirror image extra illusion, so not going for Riptide. Still wants illusions, but obviously an extra illusion means you can farm another camp, push another wave. And look, he's using 2 at a time now, yeah. 2 in mid. Ollie will instantly kill. 40 gold each. See, that's instant 80 gold for Ollie. And then you've got the top illusions as well, just pushing the wave out. Yeah, overwhelming odds does so much damage.
Yeah, he didn't even get the talent. I feel like that could have. Well, I guess you don't have overwhelming odds on illusions when all the illusions are instantly dead because of Ollie. So I guess maybe it's not worth.
Yeah, maybe. But Senshi has the MKB now, which means Naga cannot consider a butterfly. So it's going for a Daedalus instead. So all in on the damage, which I do like.
Yeah, I think that's the way you kind of have to play it at this point. Hope for good black holes, hope for good shackles, BKB, run at them.
Yeah, if you get your illusions, run up with Net and Manta, you only need to hit a target for about half a second and then you insta-kill them.
Yeah, they'll go down very quickly.
How much damage does each Naga illusion do? 40% damage. And you're spawning 4 of them, so that's 160% of your damage. And then, of course, you've got the Manta. That's 2 more 30 to 33%. So yeah, there's a lot of illusion damage there.
Yeah, it's crazy. Wait, is the mirror image count? It says 4. Does that include the talent?
Oh, 4. Yeah, that is with the talent. Yeah, so yeah,
that is
with the talent.
Okay. So
Well, he's doing trying to do a bit of tower damage. He's got the Aegis on the Lion. The Radiant are a bit stuck in their base, and the effect of this is Dire are continually gaining on net worth. So this is the position that the Dire want to be in. Ollie just continuing to kill illusions. He's actually the highest level hero in the game. So he wants to hit 25. Look at him, boots of traveling like 2 centimeters to kill the illusions.
Yeah, just for the flex.
But work.
Although the problem is, although it's like it's good that you're able to choke out the Radiant side, and you're building this net worth advantage. What heroes on your team do you even care about your net worth advantage? Like Wraith King's got 6 slots. This Lion's already mostly as big as he's gonna be.
Well, how else are you gonna push high ground? What's your tools? Just go.
Yeah, that's the power of Enigma. How do you just simply go high ground against Refresh Black Hole and Song?
I mean, they don't have any way of cancelling the Black Hole with the BKB apart from a long-range duel. Now, he does have the dual talent. I was going to say he doesn't have it. Yes, he does have it. But that's the only way you can cancel it. So, not easily. I guess split push.
Spell present for Ollie.
Yeah, it's quite nice for Ollie. Not really a right-click item, but he's going to take it regardless.
Yeah, good uptime on Hex, I suppose.
Oh, there's the Aegis gone. Radiant have found the perfect time to leave their base to go straight onto Ollie. Are they going to drop the nice dispel from Jabate? The tombstone is dropped. There's no black hole because out comes the duel from Legion Commander, but Legion Commander is going to go down. So that's some dual damage for Enigma. Enigma pops Refresher before even using 1 black hole, then goes for a black hole, just holding Senshi in place. Backwards Hello trying to do some damage, but doesn't actually go for Senshi. Tries to go for Ollie, but Backwards Hello is going to regret this and immediately goes down. That was an interesting fight. I guess he refreshed because he wanted another BKB. He did also get another Midnight Pulse up, and Senshi just charges in. He's got Flicker, and he's got an Abyssal Blade since last time. He will die, but I think he can escape. He can always flicker away if he needs to. A nice bushwhack there. Out comes Backwards Low. Jude, remember there's a couple of buybacks. Hope is going to go down. There's 52nd one. They've dove a little bit too far.
Yeah, that was game saving.
Dropped an item. Someone will pick it up.
Oh, a Ninja Gear! That is a huge item to drop for the Naga.
Yeah, Naga wants the Ninja Gear. I mean, Naga's currently using a Titan Sliver, which is a nice item. But, I mean, that fight was still a success for the Dire. Even though they lost 4 heroes and so did the Radiant The Radiant also had to throw 3 buybacks at it. So it ends up being an even split, really. But they held on to their base. Senshi, he has other ideas. He's going to try to put a bit of pressure on, but Juju is nearby. Senshi doesn't know. Oh, he does know. He's going straight for Wind Ranger. Goes for the kill. Low cooldown crit. More than enough damage. And Wind Ranger dies. So there we go. Very, very nice play by Senshi. That incredibly patient Wraith King play.
That hook on the Wraith King in the base, that was actually like game saving because the Dire massively overextended to make sure that he got out, which is why Ollie and Oak both died, just trying to make sure that he got out, and then that stopped the base push. So you defeated the Refresher Black Hole Enigma, but they still couldn't get anything off it.
Yes, that's true. Maybe he refreshed it because he wanted to double Midas in the team fight. I didn't notice that. If he did.
For the value,
Yeah, of course. He's got 30 dual damage though. That's very helpful for Enigma, the famous right-clicking core.
I mean, that's always like quite nice, is that you actually can just throw away your life tooling Enigma and losing just to delay Black Hole, and it's actually worth it because who cares that he's got the damage, you know?
It was definitely worth it. That's a very good point. You think you're feeling dual damage, but it doesn't matter. In the end, it's still like a 5-second disable. So yeah, it's very good. Now Wraith King has one of his final items before he's picking up the late game stuff. The Swift Blink. Very nice. 25 agi, 40% move speed, 45 attack speed, 45 attack damage. It's massive.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's very lucky that no leveler dropped for this Wraith King. Otherwise,
oh yeah,
they'd be had time.
Well, they're not able to even hit the base. That's the problem. Look, he's not going to get any right clicks. They're going to go Black Hole again. Is it worth it to kill the Wraith King? Oh, because there's a Magnifier as well. It does a lot of damage to Somewhat too. And Senshi will actually go down. The question is, can they kill him twice? Yes, they can, because they drop literally 2 Black Holes. How do you counter Wraith King? You just Black Hole him twice. Is there going to be a hook on straight? Well, no, there's not, I'm afraid. Oak does get Diffusal Blade, and now netted. Oak is going to go down. But, I mean, there it is. That's a lot of Tombstone zombies, wow. But the Tombstone is still going to go down. It's taking Kinder quite some time to kill it. But he will claim his precious 200 gold. There it is. What a good play. Just Black Hole twice for him.
Yeah, Senshi, much higher skilled player than I am, but I've noticed in this matchup that I think you actually have to get a refresher on yourself as the Wraith King.
To do another.
Yeah.
You can't triple Black Hole me.
So I think, like, honestly, I don't think there's a more impactful item that you can buy. Just
you
to
know
make
what? I didn't think about refresher at all in Wraith King. It makes so much sense. Yeah, what's the other one? Like an Aeon disc or something, so that the first Black Hole might not kill you.
Yeah, and you know, you can refresh the Black Hole, so the Black King bar as well, and the Abyssal. I think it honestly, just to make sure that stuff like that doesn't happen, you have to get it.
Well, at least they have a window, remember? But Enigma, with the Spell Prism, which is the best item they can possibly hope for, by the time Wraith King comes back, so is Refresher and Black Hole ready. Only 131.2 second cooldown. They have exactly the same cooldown. That's only just over 2 minutes. And obviously, the later in the game, the longer you're dead for. Radiant don't have a single level 25 hero, so they're respawning slightly faster. But the Naga is now heading towards it. And of course, Enigma, his level 25s can be quite annoying. Either really good push or infinite long stun.
What was this tactical? Because you said this is like at the beginning of the game, so this is the lowest XP game you've ever seen. Was that the point, to make sure that they respawn quicker?
Well, it's working. I mean, they still haven't lost any racks, and it's a shame to die, because if you look at the graph, they've tried and tried and tried, kept building their gold lead, choked them outside the base. They just cannot go high ground, and the Wraith King is being held in place by Black Hole into Black Hole. His response is not to go Refresher, not to go Aeon Disc, or whatever weird suggestions we thought about, or maybe even a tankier item. He's decided to go for Silver Edge, so he's thinking, right, it's got to be about killing them outside the base. But he's going to take the racks yet again. There it is. There's the Refresher Shard. No problem. Except you have to be able to activate it, remember, that's the problem. If you're stuck in Black Hole, you won't even be able to pop it.
Do you think he'll take the Ags as well for the Reincarnate? I think he might.
Well, there's no Ags on this road, so he's going to have to buy it.
Oh, yeah.
This is only third road. They know they're in it. Oh, he's dropped the skeletons. That Rosh is just going down. They're not going to stop him. He has a double damage room, which is the absolute perfect thing for taking Rosh. Radiant have 5-man smoke, but they're just not able to do anything. And Senshi is going to take Aegis. Oh, there's a reveal.
And he took Aegis and Refresher and Cheese.
He took everything. I mean, they Black Hole just to kill Ollie. They're going to say, well, we're going to take Ollie and then we're going to leave. Oh, but that's the taunt on Enigma, but he just eats him.
Oh,
He just eats him, and then Jabamo is going to go down as well. This is not looking good, but the Wraith King, he's in. He already gets one. But there's the Black Hole, holding Wraith King place. Remember, he has Aegis and his ultimate. There's going to be one kill. There's a buyback from Ollie. This is big. And there's a buyback from Jabamo. They're going all in. You can barely see what's happening. There's the Tombstone dropped. And they're all going to TP out with Song of the Siren. Veteran, though, decides not to TP out, so he will die. Dire threw everything they could at this. They dropped 2 buybacks. But the Wraith King's still holding on to the Aegis. And there's no black holes now. So this is their chance to put... I think this is the win. There's no buybacks from the 2 supports. Yeah. Finally, they've done it. Yeah, that's it.
This is when they go for it.
Oh, and Juju almost immediately gets killed. Yeah, he does get killed. He has to buy back.
All the heck.
Oh no, there's a lot of damage. Ollie has Refresher as well for some reason, so he has another Finger of Death. Oh, he had the Refresher Shard. He used it to get the kill. And there's going to be yet another slap from Senshi. And that is it. They had to use all of their black holes for the fight, and Dire said, well, we follow our buybacks, we're just going to throw them at you. And GG. Well, they've not called the GG, they dropped the glyph, but really they just need to take the tier 3 tower and then go high ground. They don't even need to take the racks. Yeah, they know what they're doing. Well, some of them do. Yeah. Some of them are wasting time hitting
The important one knows what he's doing. Oh, no, he doesn't either.
What? No, he tossed out from the fountain. That's the wrong play. There we go. Wraith King starts slapping the build. Wow, there were a lot of intense team fights. So it goes into the base. The Jewel was so far away in that cast.
Wow.
What was that? Outside the fountain. Okay, he does go down. Ollie hexes him the Kinder before he even casts the spell. And finally, it will be GG. 46 minutes, 43 seconds into the game.
Yeah, it's a more active game than you usually expect when you see a Naga draft.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Naga, well, unfortunate for the other team, Naga had to fight pretty much non-stop, which is not really what the Naga wanted to do. So,
no, not at all.
Yeah, and the Enigma, he did really well. Takeshi with some great black holes and the double black holes. I thought, they've sussed it now. They know how to take him down. But then they just let them take a 3rd Roche for free, and I think that was when they lost the game.
Yeah, they weren't able to react quite quick enough and set it up. And the nice thing with the Wraith King is you can just put him alone in the Roche pit. So even if they jump on him and they blow everything, well, you still have 4 heroes standing outside the pit.
Yeah, and he'll come back to life. And one of the really nice things late game about reincarnation is it takes a bit of time. So for 3 seconds, he literally doesn't exist. And that gives your team more than enough time to sort of position around and see who they want to pick off. And I mean, yeah, Wraith King was the perfect hero here. So... Yeah,
I'm surprised didn't get banned if they were planning on the Enigma, because he's very, very popular right now as well. Even like without just specifically countering those big team fight heroes, I see him in every game.
Yes, he is quite popular, but yeah, and then maybe they need to predict their drafts a little bit more in